start. 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
This is the Space Shuttle Discovery on one of its last launches before the closing of the Space Shuttle program. The space program began on May 25, 1961, when President Kennedy asked Congress for $7 billion to send a man to the moon. On February 20, 1962, John Glenn Jr. was the first American to be sent to orbit. Reaching the moon proved to be more difficult. However, on June 20, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission was successful, making astronauts Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Edwin Aldrin Jr. the first men on the moon. Since then, advances in space technology, such as the Hubble telescope created in 1990, have made space exploration much easier, safer, and have rendered the idea of sending men into the unknown obsolete.
The Universal Automatic Computer, or UNIVAC, was developed in 1951 by the University of Pennsylvania, and it was the first generation of all commercially available computers. The second generation came in the 1960s with the introduction of the transistor. This removed the need for the excessive amount of large ventilation tubes. The third generation of computers included integrated circuits, which allowed faster processing speeds, smaller computers, and lower power use. The 1980s and 90s brought the microprocessor, which allowed even smaller and more powerful machines than before.
Genetically modified organisms were created in 1972 with Paul Berg's discovery of recombinant DNA. This allowed scientists to place desired genes from any organism into another organism. Due to this breakthrough, crops are able to produce their own pesticides, resist cold, and delay ripening so that food remains fresh longer. Much controversy has arisen over this issue. The following video will do a great job of explaining.
Everybody's arguing about GMOs when you change plants and animals' genetic codes. They do it to remove or add a certain trait, tomatoes that won't rot, drought-resistant grain.
You could do it by adding or deleting DNA. The species that you use don't even have to be the same. It's transgenic, people panic when they hear the fish genes are added to strawberries to help them not to freeze.
But can GMOs help with the crisis mounting? It's a challenge to feed 7 billion and counting. Droughts and food prices are causing world hunger. So what's the big deal if we make the crop stronger?
But with GMOs, you can patent the breeds and sue the farmers if they replant the seeds. The idea's to help developing nations, but who benefits? Communities and corporations. GMO, there's a lot that we don't know about the food we grow. What does it do to our bodies? What does it do to our souls? OMG, there's a panic in the streets and was right over diet. Are we thinking clearly?
There are also ecological risks involved. You can make a new problem like the one you just solved, like corn that's bred with a built-in pesticide. The pests evolved and now superbugs thrive.
Is it bad for us? It depends on the crop. Sometimes it's more nutritious, sometimes it's not. And while the pesticides don't sound very sweet, the EPA assures us that they're safe to eat.
But people should know how their food is grown, yet Americans don't label GMOs. There are many different kinds of GM foods. Just saying made with GMOs might not do.
Now it might be too easy to say just ban it when there's a potential to help feed the planet. Wage crops impact on earth and health, and don't use patents to screw the ones you're out to help. Yo, we the type of people to make your crops get lush. GMO, now you know. We the type of people to make your crops get lush. Yo, it's a genetically modified organism, y'all, we out.